It looks like more tube strikes are on the cards for next week. Members of the RMT union have been told not to accept any shifts between 9 p.m. Tuesday and 9 p.m. Thursday. It's over the ongoing battle between the union and TfL to close ticket offices. The news comes as public sector workers across the country prepare to strike in separate disputes over pay, jobs and cuts. A study by a professor at King's College has dismissed claims that cannabis is harmless. The 20-year investigation found that the drug is highly addictive and doubles the risk of developing psychotic disorders. Professor Wayne Hall's study also claims that those who use it are more likely to move onto harder drugs. Police say a body found in a West London park is Anis Zalkan's, who hanged himself. He was the prime suspect in the murder of teenager Alice Gross. Zalkan's was last seen at his home in Ealing 6 days after the 14-year-old vanished. His corpse was discovered in woods in Boston Manor Park. A Spanish nurse has become the first person to contract Ebola outside of Africa. She helped treat a Spanish missionary and a Spanish priest, both of whom had contracted Ebola in West Africa. Both died after returning to Spain. The nurse is in a stable condition. Terrorist group IS is on the verge of capturing the Syrian town of Kobani, just kilometres away from the Turkish border. Around 2,000 militants pushed into its eastern neighbourhoods last night. Kurdish fighters have been defending the town for the past few weeks. The militants are rapidly expanding their territory across much of northern Iraq and Syria. Now, if money troubles keep you awake at night, you're not the only one. Debt charity Step Changed has found almost 1 million Londoners have sleepless nights over cash worries. The average debt of people from London who contacted the charity was just under 12 grand. A scientist who proved London cab drivers have a larger brain than most people has won a Nobel Prize. John O'Keefe, who worked at University College London more than 40 years, shares the prize with 2 other scientists.
Very, very important findings, which is honoured by this prize. It was by the Moses to find the cells they call grid cells, which look to us, at least in certain circumstances, like they might be providing just exactly that metric, the way of knowing how far you're going in a particular direction.
Councillors in Coventry were locked in talks last night about Wasps' possible move to Ricoh Arena. A vote is expected at 2 o'clock this afternoon, when the council will decide whether to approve Wasps' takeover of the stadium. The club, who currently play in High Wycombe, dropped London from their name earlier this year. And the patty and bun has long been considered a cheap and filling meal. Not for much longer. The Glam Burger at Honky Tonk Restaurant in Chelsea costs, wait for it, £1,100 and is made with Wagyu beef, venison and truffle. Even if the price doesn't put you off, the calories might. Just one burger gets you to the recommended daily intake for an adult male.